I'm now going live. It does take a couple of minutes to really register.
Yeah, but you have got a good casting style, so it's
Yeah,
they
yeah,
need.
yeah.
I think the game needs more of it though.
Yeah, I really hope that YouTube kicks off a little bit because I think it actually does have the better quality. So I guess we're just waiting here. All right, folks. So I will just I think we're live now. So I'm just gonna let people know. Hey guys, sorry for the delay, but welcome to the final of the Battle for the Continents tournament. This is the final after 6 or 7 weeks of group stage games, and then the semifinal, which were best of three. We finally have the final, and it is between Team Rupinfish and Team Not-Light-Cav. You'll be familiar with these two teams. And we are now live. So, are you in the game as well there? Key? Awesome.
Yes. Sorry, I was a bit confused.
Okay.
I'd just seen something I've never seen happen in the game before. Just really confused me.
Right.
Yeah, Fish he whacked 3 wood off the tree, so
Right.
he's got a bit of extra wood, and I was just because he didn't want his Vil standing there. It was kind of crazy.
Right. Okay, just to back up a little bit. So I am Nibelius. I'm joined by Key, who's also co-cast another one of our games. So big thanks. Yeah, we've got the game here. It is on Arabia. So I see that in the light colors or the cool colors, we have Team Not-Light-Cav. They usually pick this color scheme, and then in the warm colors we have the Team Rupinfish. So maybe I'll just introduce the cool colors, and then you can introduce the North team there. So I'm seeing that Teal is playing Britons. So one of their flanks is Britons, the other flank is Mongols, and then their pocket player is Khmer. So very interesting combination there. Do you want to introduce the North team there, the warm colors?
Okay, we've got Fish in red, playing as the Mayans. We've got Fenris the Wolf playing in the pocket as the Magyars, and we've got Hypnos on the other flank. Purple playing as Ethiopians.
Yeah, so pretty standard things, I guess, that you'd expect. We have two Archer Civs there on the flanks and Cav Civs in the middle. So I would say it's hard to know who has the advantage. I would have said that Team Rupinfish is a bit stronger on the water maps and on the real world maps. A lot of their wins have been on the real world maps, but it's really hard to know how these two teams will interact. I'll just mention quickly that so the strongest player on Team North is Fish. I believe he's about 1500 ELO, and then I believe the strongest player on Team South is Dreen. So that would be the Khmer player here. So we'll have to see how that works out. So I'm expecting that Team North will be strong on the left side of the map, and Team South will be strong on the right side of the map. But honestly, anything can happen. So I'm very much happy and ready to be totally surprised. So we'll see how that goes down. Any thoughts, any predictions there on the Civ combos and which team might what you're expecting to see?
I would say I think the warm colors have the better civs in feudal age. That's just my opinion. I don't know if it's the truth, but I mean Mongols are really good at getting up faster, but I feel like based on the army bonuses, like Magyars get free upgrades for the cavalry, Ethiopians fire faster, Mayans can produce more archers because they're cheaper. I feel like there's a lot more bonuses for the early game if they use that to their advantage, but late game, I mean, you've got Mongols, Britons, Khmer, they're pretty good late game civs, so if it goes to the late game, it's going to be hard for the warm colors.
Okay, that's interesting. Because I think that that's interesting. So the civ picks there, because I've noticed that Team North tends to be really strong in the late game in their past games, whereas Team South tends to be stronger in the early game. So it's kind of inverse from what their civ picks are, but we'll have to see how that dynamic plays off against each other.
Oh yeah, for sure.
By the way, I'm just going to quickly mention to those watching our past games, whereas Team South tends to be. Sorry about that. Had an echo. Just going to go tell them we're live, and also just to mention that So, do you mind just taking it away for a couple quick seconds? I'm just going to go check the sound, make sure that
Yeah, no worries.
it's actually on and stuff. So, 1 second. Go ahead.
I actually think Not-Light-Cav has gone 18 pop fast feudal. Which is crazy because everyone else has gone like 19 or 18. Albanian's gone 19 pop. Everyone else has gone like a 20 pop style. But I think he was going to play super aggressive here as Khmer. Might be doing a fast castle, but I wouldn't. No, I don't expect fast castle with that many pop. I'm just trying to think what he could be going.
All right. I'm back. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, Not-Light-Cav. He's gone up 18 pop. He's going to be the first to feudal. So I want to see what sort of aggression we're going to see from him. Probably scouts. But Albanian villager went up 18 pop, and everyone else has gone up like 20 pop.
Right. So what you're saying is that it's an early feudal there from Not-Light-Cav?
Yep. He's just reached a feudal 8 minutes 40, which is super fast.
Yeah.
And there's the stable. Yeah, so we're going to see a lot of scouts from him.
Right.
Good amount of scouts.
Right, makes sense. Yeah, we're just seeing the opening stuff here, so we'll have to just yeah, so a lot of scouts. What do you think he's going to hit? Will he hit on the red? Because red is the strongest player on team North.
Yeah, I think they're going to double team red, and then I think blue, because obviously, I don't know if they know. Yeah, but blue does probably know purple's this side, and he know Hypnos. Yeah, this is probably the weaker side because of the elos. Like this is the lower elo versus the higher elo, so it could be easier for blue to maybe hold off on that side.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. I think there's going to be a double team on this left side on red.
Right. That's interesting, and yeah, I think I would agree because if they watched any of the past games, they'll know that that red is really a strong player. I see Teal is dropping his second archery range there. The first scouts I think are coming out from green. Blue, not too much. Oh yeah, also scouts coming from blue. So blue is going heavy. So this is what I was kind of saying, that Team South is really strong, tends to be pretty strong in the early game. So we'll have to see if Team North can essentially withstand the early push from Team South. I see red has already gotten taken down one of the scouts. Good start, I guess.
Yeah, I just seen that as well. It's a good start. He's playing really, really well. He's gonna have a lot of archers soon as well, which will be a problem.
Yep. I see Teal is also beginning to bring out archers. Man, this is sorry, folks. This is really interesting to see what happens. These are two really solid teams. We've seen them perform really well. I see purple though is hurting a little bit. Blue is beginning to put pressure there, so he is responding well though. So, so hopefully, if purple can just hang in there, and not essentially collapse, that'll be essential because red.
Yeah, well, I like how he's. I like how he's. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no.
I like how he's. I like how he's walled.
Yeah.
And the tower. It's probably situational, but he probably needed that to defend the gold.
Yeah. All right, so I'm seeing red is now facing off against a group of green scouts, and yellow is showing up with scouts. So we've kind of forgotten to talk about yellow a little bit. Blue scouts are heading towards yellow. Yellow doesn't have much at home, just a couple of units there. So, all right, so in the south there, we're seeing a real cat and mouse there between the different scout and archer groups.
And this is where micro comes into play and hill advantage. This is a tricky place to fight. For both teams because they want to maintain the hill whilst also these scouts are what they're doing, going left and right, trying to take the shots off the archers.
Yeah.
And meet shield, which is quite cool.
Yep. All right, so he's
not sure who kind of won that though.
Yeah, it seems like pretty much a draw. I think Team North has a slight edge, but blue is in yellow's wood line, so that is frustrating. He's going to have to use his villagers to fight that off. So I see Team North is on the offense there with the archers. Red performing really strongly. Yeah, I was going to mention earlier that I like purple's walls as well. This is actually something I do frequently, which is that so unfortunately yellow is his villages are Gleaming a
Yeah,
little
he
bit
lost
there.
quite a he lost quite a few. Good, he's losing more as well. He's still open. He needs to wall that.
Yeah, his spears. He's got a spear there now, so hopefully that plays in. So red and yellow are pushing towards teal. And I believe that red is really going to be the offensive, like we kind of predicted. Purple holding out pretty well up there. I actually really like those walls. This is what I try to do. I mean, I think purple's doing it much better than I do, but
yeah, he's doing good as long as he gets value with these archers now. I think because blue's really not had any sort of problems hitting him at home, which is kind of the only problem. Because he's been kind of like freely, and he nearly full wall, but his base is kind of, if you look at his base, how he walled, that's super smart because like the archers, if they want to do any sort of damage, they're gonna have to run under the TC. I mean, he could get the wood line at the bottom. Actually, it's a good place to hit.
You mean blue
Yeah, blue. So purple with these archers, he's coming forward now. He could deny the wood and the gold.
Oh, I see.
He could have sent spears forward that he had at home because they would be really good to stop the scouts from coming over.
Yep. Yellow has to be careful there. His spears keep walking out, and yeah, yellow is hurting a bit at home. I would say that purple should think about. So he's doing some damage there to blue. So purple is damaging blue while blue is harassing yellow. And look at this.
Teal's got a nice army here.
Right. I see red is
as well.
Oh, right, I see that. Yeah, red is putting pressure there on, and actually we got to be careful here. Team North has to be careful here because if red loses this force of archers, that would be painful. Yellow is there to support. So yeah, really amazing gameplay from both sides. Yellow though really hurting there with the I mean he's got his spears. I guess it's just tough for him because he needs to look back and forth between his home base and. So look at this. I see red and yellow are gonna go help blue. Help purple put pressure on blue. So that's really interesting.
So actually, yeah, I actually think Hypnos did a really good job, purple, because I mean he got attacked at home, but what happened is he was forced to wall and obviously the tower. He did the same to blue. I mean he forced the tower. Might have got a Villa 2 pick that we didn't see, but he did a really good job, I think.
Yep. So we see a real 3 versus 2 here. Blue and red archers fighting together. But unfortunately, green does have a lot of cavalry. So team Not-Light-Cav has lots of light cav. Purple is going to lose his archers. Red has to hang in there. So I think it was a good move. I'm really impressed by what Team North is doing here. But yeah, I think they do have to watch out on the economy because if they fall behind on economy, then that's really going to show in the Castle Age. So blue has snuck through here.
Oh, no. Yeah. He did. I can see it right there on the left-hand side. It looks walled, but it's not.
That's frustrating. But red does have enough at home to solve it, kind of survive that.
I think yellow really needs to focus on walling now because his base is so exposed, and the cavalry can just run around the base, be annoying. He looks like he is walling, which is good from him because he does need the walls.
Yeah, and I believe blue is now heading over to yellow. So with 2 forces of, I think all of Team South is converging on yellow. So we'll have to see if yellow can. He has done really well in the group stage games to survive under these kind of pressure points. Red also under pressure down there.
Yeah, so it seems like the warm colors are going to be up to Castle Age first because Hypnos, Fish just got to Castle. Now Hypnos is going to follow shortly behind, and none of the other teams have actually clicked up.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, they just they must have just clicked up there. Yeah. So this is unfortunate. Yellow is under pressure from all sides a bit. He's got to really manage his troops here. I hope that red or purple sees this because yellow is gonna have to hang in there pretty close.
Yeah, and this is what I said about the walls. They needed to be up super earlier.
Yeah. So I'd say he's doing a relatively good job of keeping his vills alive, but he is probably going to lose 1 or 2 here.
Yeah, as long as he defends this, because look how far they are away from their base. I mean,
Yeah.
As long as they get some damage in, like look at these red crossbows coming in now. This is beautiful.
Yep.
Look at the value already.
Yeah.
2 vills.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
It's just it's just 3 vills.
And red he's got crossbows in blue space as well, in teal space and blue space.
Yeah. And this is where like coming to castle faster becomes a problem now because they're super late up to castle. Knights would be good here to clear up the expos, but
yeah, so it's really a question of can purple or so red is sending help to yellow.
Well, they're all getting up to castle now, but I think green's invested into more scouts, so he's going to be later up to castle.
Unfortunately,
I don't know if that'll be a problem.
Right. Unfortunately, red is going to lose this group of crossbows in teal's base. It's going to be surrounded by those scouts.
Yeah, it's too many.
So that is unfortunate. Blue also putting pressure there on purple's base. Yellow dropping a second TC now. He's up in castle. So yeah, Team North did a great job of getting to castle first.
But then red losing them crossbows is nothing because they only cost wood and gold, and it's kind of not a bad investment to lose them because he did still get a good few vill picks from it.
Right.
That's the way I look at it anyway. But I mean, it's probably not ideal to lose army still, but
right. Yellow's coming with his first knights here, and is going to try to take out these teal force there. But yeah, it is tough. That force from teal are microing really well. Purple continuing to try to put pressure on blue and doing a pretty good job of chasing around blue's vills, but blue's got the first step lancers, steppies. So we'll have to see how that plays out. So yeah, I mean, Team South is ahead. Team North is on the back foot, but obviously we're really seeing the skill of red here shine. And purple,
yeah, for sure.
Purple performing really well, I think.
Yeah. So, I think the problem now is like obviously teal's doing it, green's doing it. Adding more TCs is probably a good thing because it's going late game. I think yellow's done the same thing. I think that's what they need to start. I'm not 100% sure if that's the best thing to do because obviously you can put more pressure on, but all these steps and cavalry going to purple's base could be a problem.
Yeah. I think also the fact that yellow, I mean, if he can rebound from that, that'll be major. I see red has managed to hold off green's force here, but now red is under pressure.
He's getting hit at home. Yeah, he's getting hit at home. He just lost a few vills, like 4 or 5 vills to some cavalry.
Yeah.
And some crossbows.
And purple's force, this is bad. Unless purple can drop a castle here, this might be tough here. Purple is in trouble. So really yellow needs to,
Yeah, they've resigned. It's GG. I think the only problem why they called it is because they didn't have any mobility. Yellow didn't really have enough, say, cavalry on the field, whilst the other team did, and it's because the mobility. You know, they can just go from one base to another really fast.
Yeah.
And their crossbows are quite slow. I think it's hard. Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah, Team South really they really did everything right. I mean, I was impressed by red and yellow's push there, and even purple's push, but yellow's exposure
got a
base.
Lot of skills.
Yeah, yellow's exposed base unfortunately did a lot of stuff there. So okay, well that was game 1, folks. So game 1 goes to Team Not-Light-Cav. Impressive win, really intense. And do you remember what I said at the beginning, which is that I think I said this, that Team Not-Light-Cav, I feel like they perform better on like land maps, whereas Team Rupinfish has a bit of an advantage on like watery maps.
They're solid. They're solid on land maps. Like it's like even when like they are later up to castle, the whole reason they were later up to castle was because they invested more into feudal army, which obviously they did a lot of damage with that feudal army. It wasn't like they just, it was constantly in an enemy's base or moving from one base to another.
Yeah.
And because of the mobility as well with the scout, like having so many scouts, and especially when you have a Mongol flank, so they can just produce a lot of scouts. They have a lot of food from the hunt early on. Just
right.
Yeah, it's not easy, and they get bloodlines as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, folks, that was game 1. So maybe I'll jump back into the tournament chat, although it may not be necessary. I wonder if they're have they already created the lobby for the next game?
Yeah, I think they might have done.
Might have done it. Okay. Yeah, it would make sense actually to go straight to the next one. All right. Well, that is intense.
Yeah, it's on Earth. Yeah, they've already hosted the lobby on Earth.
Earth. There it is. I see it. And just before they go, though, I'm just gonna remind them that the settings are different. So 1 second here. All right. Listen, I'm just gonna run to the loo very quickly. Can you take it away there for just a minute or two?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. Be right back. All right, I'm back. As the game has not started.
Nope.
Okay, guys, this will be one heck of a game.
Are you on? Where are you streaming right now, on YouTube or Twitch?
Both actually, but I'll send you my the YouTube link. I'll put it in our chat here. So on the Discord chat.
I don't know where it is.
I just sent it on the Discord chat to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anyone watching right now?
Yeah, we've got a grand total of 4 people. So there you go. Yeah, it's not a very big stream. I'm gonna go check actually the Twitch. Maybe I've got more folks on Twitch. Also, looks like it's a relatively small audience there. But that's fine. I think a lot of it will be. It's also for just the rewatch, the rewatching afterwards. It just jumped to 6. So I guess we've got some people who joined us. Welcome everyone. One of them might be you, of course. But to anyone else, hope you're enjoying the show. So guys, this next game will really be the highlight, I think. In fact, I would call it the highlight of the entire tournament. This is actually where the title of the tournament comes from, Battle for the Continents. And this map has every single continent on the world on it. So really curious to see what the players do with it.
I actually had a quick look at this map as well before, obviously, because I just wanted to see the strategical like advantages and stuff of, you know, where you get land first and stuff like that. But if the players haven't had a cheeky look themselves, then it's going to be a nightmare, because unless you know where like certain stuff is, it can be really hard.
Oh yeah, for sure. And actually, I did send them the information actually like a week ago. I sent the same screenshot I sent to you. I sent to them. I actually gave a whole series of tips. So, for example, easy places to wall, even if your base is far away, is Sinai. So, because that's where Africa and Eurasia is divided. And then Panama, which divides North America and South America. It's honestly like a really small strip of land. So, as long as you wall that, it gives you a lot of availability, space to grow. And actually, you can use demo ships there because it's such a small strip of land. You can use demo ships and just destroy everything that's coming across.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's people. So just for anyone watching who is not familiar with this, it's the entire map of the world. It is nomad, which means you start off with a couple of villagers on either Greenland or in Antarctica, and you have to put your villagers on your transport and make your way to the land. And yeah, I mean, you're right that it can be a bit of a nightmare if all 6 players go to South America, for example, or all 6 players go to Southern Africa. Like, that's just terrible. And a game like that would be really bad. Hopefully they do spread out and use the map. They should be familiar with it because they've gotten some tips from it. So really interesting.
I thought of a cool little remake on this map, like if like certain areas like that are small countries could have like that surrounded by more water could have more wood and gold on them, so they could build more ships and stuff, even if like they didn't have other resources or they couldn't expand much, but they could have a better navy.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, the navy side of this, I mean, there's a lot of water on it, so obviously that's one thing that most people wouldn't like with it. But usually the game is decided on land. I mean, it has to be decided on land. And the great thing is it's so big that you can actually run away and rebuild somewhere. So hoping that so I know that Fenris is
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I was saying that's what I mean by, like, I know the water's not like the hugest like bit about the game, but like what I'm saying is, like, you know, like if like someone was like on a small island where they could defend the water, and then like they could build the wonders. That'd be such a funny concept, like to get a win.
Right. I actually would say though that because I've played this game many times. By the way, the game is. I'm just switching over to it now. The funny thing is though that you can't really get away with that because what happens is that you could just take cannon galleons and you destroy it. So. All right, so the best place is really in Central Asia or in like the middle of North America, far away from the water. All right, so I'm seeing the game has started, and we have Team Rupinfish. I see red here. He's sailing across the Indian Ocean in the direction of Indonesia. We got Purple here, who landed in South America. So we have our first town center going down. Actually, no, second one.
How many seconds are you on, sorry?
Oh, sorry, I'm at minute. Do you want me to pause at minute? I'm 2 minutes right now.
Okay, I'm at 2 minutes now. 2:07. I've just speeded it up. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I'm at 2 minutes. If you want to just pause it at 2:20, and then I can reach you there.
Okay. I'm at 2:20 now.
I am as well. So on the count of 3, we can press play. 3, 2, 1, play. All right. Okay, guys, big welcome everyone to Game 2 of the Battle for the Continents tournament. We have here the final, and this is Game 2 of the final. So I'm just looking around the map here. You see you have Australia, New Zealand in the bottom. Oh my god, no, I hope Red does not land there. Yeah, he's going to keep sailing. He landed in Indonesia. He has to keep sailing. I'm not sure if he's... Okay, so Red is going to Australia. Do you see that there in the bottom right of the map?
And that's what I was kind of saying. Like, I like this island. This is what I talked about. If this island had more wood and gold on, it would be super good because, like, say if it had huge thick wood lines of wood and gold, like, you could have a huge navy on this island. Like, you could defend it very well. Like, 'cause it's...
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But it is going to be tricky here. So I see yellow is in North America, purple is in Southern Africa, and red is in Australia. So that's interesting. I would actually say that's bad luck. You know why? Because they really should have gone to the same continent. That was one of my tips. That's just my thought, because purple is alone on the big continent, Africa and Eurasia, with gray, blue, and teal are all on that continent.
Yellow, yeah, they clearly look... I was going to say, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
But I was going to say, grey, teal, and blue have clearly like worked out a plan to take this huge island together. I think. Yeah. I mean, you don't know what strategy the red and the purple and yellow have got, but because they're more spread out, they might be focusing more on water. maybe.
Yeah. I have to say I do think it's yeah, unfortunately I do think it's a mistake that Purple has gone there on his own. Like if he had landed in South America instead, that would have given Purple and Yellow the two Americas continents. But
Yeah.
unfortunately we're not going to see that. And So we'll have to just see though what they do with it. So I see Red is he does have Australia down there. So he might just we'll see what he does. He's exploring around. There isn't, to be honest, there isn't as much on Australia, but it is a decent starting point because you have a lot of fish around you.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the Civ picks, I mean, you've got the warm colours like Hypnos, Fenris, and Fish. They are Saracens, Vikings, and Dravidians. Very strong water civs.
Ah, yes, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
maybe they have devised a plan. But obviously Albanian's got Vietnamese, so he can actually see where the enemy TCs are, so that's not going to be good.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, so
That's
they've
a
also
smart.
thought about. Yeah, they've also thought about some little strategies as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. You're right. I see that we've got Italians, so that is a water civ. I mean, they get cheap fishing boats, so I do
Yeah, they
expect.
get faster uptime.
Yeah. Although I would say that for whatever reason, the fish aren't actually that good on this map. There are fish, but it's not like overwhelming. It's not like
Yeah.
a major advantage there. So
I was
don't
gonna
know.
say, why is there so much like blackness? Why could they not have made this map a bit bigger? Like,
Yeah. By the way, I've made some real world maps myself, like just my own creations, and one thing I've done is I intentionally don't make them too accurate. Like the land is always bigger than it actually is on the real map. Just
okay,
because of the way the game works, right? Like you don't actually need that
yeah,
much water to understand, like to have the water feature there. So, for example, yeah, like South America, like all of the continents could be bigger. You don't really need to have the ocean be that big, right? So, but then again, that's what the designers went with. So I'm happy they created it all. Um,
yeah, yeah.
I would actually say that Teal's position, for some reason, Europe on this continent is not really the best. It's pretty sparse, like there isn't too much there. The best spot is
Mhm.
actually, I find, like Central Asia, where there's just so much space. Later in the game, we'll see if that plays in there. So yeah, we're just really curious to see what the teams do with this. Obviously, it's going to be pretty slow. I don't think there's going to be much in the feudal age or even in the castle age, to be honest. I mean, except maybe between purple and blue here. So we got some a little bit of time here to observe this crazy map. It really does have everything, everything from Siberia to Vietnam, Greenland up there. So,
Yeah, because what would you do if like red, yellow, purple, right? They go full water. They have huge navy. Obviously, red and purple might migrate over to this big bit of South America where there's loads of wood, and I mean, and gold. So they'll have plenty of fish and chips, and then like late game, like lots of towers, castles towards the shoreline. You could definitely get a wonder down in the middle
yeah,
for a win.
I would say that yellow, the way that they might win this game is if yellow builds a wonder right in the middle of North America, right next to those berry bushes.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that if it's too close to the water, you got cannon galleons, or you drop a bunch of like anything trebuchets, you land them, you take it out in a couple of shots. So you need basically like a radar system. Like you need a bunch of detection so that you can see a landing in time. So I'm kind of hoping to see that, but we'll see. So
Yeah, if you get loads of castles though, towers, bombard towers and stuff all along the shore, like it's hard for landings. It's hard to get even, and if you've got a big navy, it's easier to kill the bombards. But that's what I mean. But it's if it gets to get like that.
yeah. Um, yeah, there's a lot of different things that happen. I've had some crazy games on this map where I like if I had to build a wonder, it's up right next to the Caspian Sea. There, do you see that lake there in the middle of Asia? Um, Not connected, the biggest lake, and it's not connected to the oceans. Do you see that there, the Caspian Sea?
Yeah.
Just east of there, just a little bit right of there, is the best spot to build a wonder because it's really far from the coastline. So if somebody lands, you can detect it and swarm in with all your production. So Australia, honestly, I don't think you can get away with it because the coastline there's no spot that's out of range of cannon galleons, so you're pretty much always gonna to die there. But he is able to like broom without interruption, so that's good. So I think we can expect red to be pretty strong and yellow as well there. Purple might get under pressure there, and that'll be tough. But
the only reason I say it is because like if you have a big enough navy though, cannon galleons aren't that good because they just die to the navy, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You're full water, like fire ships, galleons, your own cannon galleons. It's just, and especially Vikings. I mean, you cannot beat them Viking longboats.
Yeah.
They're just.
The thing is though that if you even if like let's say the moment your navy dies, the cannon galleons just need to get through for a moment to take out the wonders. So
yeah,
it's
you're
like
all right.
it's like if it's in the middle of the continent, you have first the navy defense. Once the navy defense is destroyed, then you have your walls and your army, and the other side needs to like build production on your continent, and there's not much space. So it is super awkward to take out wonders when they're when it's
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you know if you click the flags 3 times, you can bring up the feudal times and stuff for all the players? I didn't know that.
Click the flags 3 times. Interesting. Mm-hmm. All right.
Can you see it?
I'm not really sure what you mean actually. The flags. What do you mean the flags?
So in game, there's like in the bottom right corner, there's like the red, the blue, and the white flag in a circle. If you press that icon like a few times, it shows the people's feudal times and stuff on the right in the screen , like information. It displays more information.
Right. You mean the globe icon there on the minimap, or?
Yeah, so on the minimap there should be like 3 flags, like the banner things, like the red, blue, and the white one.
I don't actually see red, blue, and white. I see just I'm watching it on CapTrade.
That's why then.
Yeah.
No worries.
I'm watching it on CapTrade. Yeah. Oh, no worries. I think I know what you mean though. I love those little buttons next to the minimap. You can actually, one of them uses, you would just see the military units. I actually really like that one. And then one of them is resources. I often use that in the game because it's a lot of the time like yellow kind of blends in with gold. So when you click that, you can the gold one. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. That would be really useful. Okay, I'm seeing that we already have our first raid on the water. Gray is raiding red with fire ships. So that is too bad. But that's okay. Red has docks all over his island. Purple is raiding blue. Look at that. A nice fleet there from purple. But he has to micro these guys to take out that yellow fire ship.
I mean, yeah, it's weird that Red's gone on this small island and he's not gone aggressive on water. Because it's kind of the only thing he's got good going for him on that island.
Yeah, that's the thing. Australia, it's fun, but I just don't consider it a that good place on this map, all things considered, because there just isn't that many, there aren't that many resources there. So I think his plan was just to boom economically, but it's just not really possible. Plus, I don't know, sometimes it's not even good to boom that much there because you don't want to build like more than 3 TC or have a total of 3 TCs on that island, right? Because then eventually you're gonna have to migrate to the mainland.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so really impressive from Purple here though. Purple's going really strong on water. I'm actually seeing Red is not even in the feudal age yet. He hasn't clicked up. I don't know if he just missed it or something. Yeah, it's just tough on Australia, yeah. And actually Blue has clicked up to Castle Age, so that is, I'm seeing Red's feudal age and Yellow's Castle Age came at the same time.
Well, was there any boars at all on this map? Or like hunt?
Yeah. So there was, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I can see it now. I can see there's boars on this, but was the boars in? Yeah, I can see. Yeah. So that's probably why they've got up to earlier. He had like no hunt on that island, right?
Not much. There's one boar. There's one boar, and there's stuff. There's stuff. I think he just got. Honestly, I think he got. You know what? I think the main reason is actually it's not that he landed in Australia. It's the fact that he first sailed north. And he went to Indonesia, unloaded his villagers, realized he was in the wrong spot, and then sailed south. So just like mixing up where he was, that's what did it. So see Yellow here is repairing his galley, and he is gonna take out Teal. So I think Yellow is really booming, and I'm expecting Yellow to really just stay on the Americas and make the most of this huge continent, and hoping to see either Purple or Red jump over to South America.
Yeah, well, Red's coming over to the right side. I think, or has he changed direction? Or did he
No,
lose that?
he's sailing now, but he's that's tough. Yeah, he's sailing. He's got a transport there, but he's sailing straight at Gray. That's unlucky. If he had gone just a bit north, he would have. It's really unlucky actually. If he had gone a bit north, he would have landed in big Siberia where there's all this space. But unfortunately, I think he has a. No, he doesn't have a scout. That's purple scout. So he's landed in yeah.
Sorry, where did he land again?
He landed in Arabia, basically Saudi Arabia,
Okay.
in Oman. So he's in Oman there with his villagers, but he is walking straight to Gray. So it's a really, it's too bad. But maybe that was the intention. Maybe he's now dropping his barracks. Oh, I see he's dropping a barracks. So he might do like a push against them. But I feel like on this map, the thing to do is to boom economically to really get to 300 population ASAP, because once you have that map control, like the economy, you're really in a commanding position. I think that's what Yellow's doing. He's dropping TCs, but yeah, that's just my thought. So, and actually, interestingly, warm colors are ahead now in the score. So
yeah, I think purple's done a really good job. As long as he micros this, he's got the better army, because the Saracen galleys are really good.
Yeah,
fire so much faster.
But you know what? Look at this. Blue has castle dropped him. Yeah, purple is, unfortunately, he might be a goner here. Yeah, he's running away with most of his vills. And he's got nowhere to go. He's got a transport. He's building transports now. And yeah, I honestly think that like this wasn't the right move to do, like with Red here, because he's got to get to, what's his population, Red? He's at yeah, like just building up your
I don't like this castle from Blue though, because he has nothing back at home. He's 2 TCs here. It'd be better at home, because now if the Red B's really aggressive with his range and stuff, it can be really annoying. It could be really annoying for them, but I don't know. I don't feel like castle's the best.
You might be right. And actually, I'm seeing Red started a wall there in Sinai. So do you see Sinai there, like that little connection between Africa? So if you wall that off, so I see Gray is now walling it off. Look at that stone. He's walling it off. So if he gets that up, all of Africa is protected. So they can just go wild in Africa and get their economy up and everything. Oh, look at this. Yellow has showed up with a bunch of longboats. So he's going to try to help purple.
Blue tried to wall off purple at the top there.
Yeah.
To stop him from escaping, but the only problem with that castle is it wasn't actually on his TC, so it doesn't deny the TC or the gold. But
oh right, yeah.
But now purple's out up the top here, and you can just reboom now.
Yep, I'm seeing Red is has retaken control of his island. He's got how many docks there? 7 docks. Basically, he's got his whole surroundings set up. So the cool colors are back ahead now. So, and I think that's Gray dropping a town center there just by the border, so they're gonna have some protection. Yeah, so this map is just kind of crazy. Like I would say like going for the late game is really the way to go, because. But you know what? It's possible that it could end early. Who knows? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't. It shouldn't though, because there's so much room. You can honestly like lose your base, get away with some villages, and just rebuild in a corner. And as long as you have allies to kind of help you out, you should be fine.
Hypnos needs to be micro in his galleys more though, because I mean that's the only thing he's really got. His whole his TCs. I don't know if he just deleted his TC to place a new one.
Yeah.
Because he's not Castle Age, which I think he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think he should be just focusing on these galleys, like trying to take Gray off of water, because he's being annoying with fire ships, and he's got a big mass now as well.
Yeah.
Red's got a decent mass. He's coming.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, Red. They're definitely showing up with water now. Red, yellow, and purple are all showing up with water. So I think you're right that they will push them off water. But I honestly don't think it's the end of the world at all, because the continent is really where it's at. Like, there's just so many resources there. So you can really just get to 300 population. And the coastline is
I actually think we might see a wonder. I actually think we could see a wonder this game at some point.
I definitely think...
one of those style of maps.
Yeah. I feel like Yellow might do one in North America there. But it'll be important for him to not lose track of what he's doing on his, because the cool colors have discovered South America, so they have discovered it. There's no protection from the warm colors there, and I would have thought that purple should have built his new TC. So he's in West Africa now, but I would have thought he should go to South America. I really hoping to see that, but we'll see. So really impressive here, yellow and red just wiping out the fishing. So they're doing what you were saying. So that's good.
Yeah. That's what they need to do though, because if they keep this left island, they can easily defend it with the navy and then build a thing, because they have the water. It's either you have land or water usually, and they've took the water. I mean,
yeah. But what I was saying earlier is just that the coastline is so long. There's no way you can protect the entire coastline. So even if you get pushed off the water, you can easily get back on it, just because the coastline is just so long.
Unless you go heavy in with castles and towers, they can become really annoying for ships and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm seeing Teal has built a bunch of knights, and this is what I was thinking. Like by the way, I was gonna say, I love these, like the fact that they actually have like the landscapes and everything. Like you see the jungle, the different, snowy forest in the north. You see these ostriches running around. I know, it's just a lot of fun.
Well, look at these yellow longboats. They actually getting bill picks because they come in and up into this little stream into Grey's base.
Yeah.
And just being a nuisance.
You're right, but look at what's happening now to purple. He is gonna lose his. I'm not sure why he built there, to be honest. Teal is gonna wipe out his little town here, and okay, I see purple has dropped. He's doing it. He's finally dropped a TC there in South America.
And a TC, that's perfect for him.
Right, yeah, right in the middle of the. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think
he needs to just go full wood gold and focus on defending now with the navy.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he's low on Vil, so.
Yeah. I would say, though, actually, honestly, he should just focus on rebuilding there in South America. You see, he's got that town center there in the Amazon. If he can rebuild there, yellow and purple can trade on the water eventually. But yeah, he's been basically pushed off of Africa. He's doing like a little bit of evacuation now. So
I still feel like he should go heavily on wood and gold straight away, just to get some more ships out, because they're going to be wanting to come over soon as with them knights. They're not going to just want to keep them there, just not doing any sort of damage.
Yeah, I think
that would be my idea.
Right.
Anyway,
I think that at this stage though, like he's got to get his economy online, because he's lost how many. He's really down in villagers, and but yeah. Hey, I just wanted to mention that Red has landed in China. So he's dropping a TC there in the east. And he's got a bunch of elephants walking really close to India, which is pretty much where the elephants come from. So it will be funny to see what happens there. So do you see this here? Blue is dropping a bunch of docks there in Morocco. So it's kind of what I meant. Like you can always rebuild almost, but maybe yellow will see it. We'll see. All right, I'm just gonna go check the audio. Do you want to just take it away there for a couple seconds?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No worries. I think you might be ahead of me because them docks are only just going down, but should be okay anyway. Yeah, they get denied by the longboats anyway, the docks that he's trying to get up. It's going to be hard to come back onto water as long as they keep patrolling the outskirts of the island with their longboats, because them longboats are really an unstoppable force. And you can tell by Yellow's score, he's got the best eco, he's not been touched, he's 5 TC booming on that island on his own. When the berserks start doing the landings, it's game over.
Are you talking about Yellow there? Yeah.
I mean, he's in a dominant position. He's got longboats. As long as he keeps a few scattered around the island, deny these docks rather than keeping them all bunched up in one. But yeah, I just think he's got such a solid position. Like, he's 5 TC boomed. He's like,
Yep. And this is actually what I was saying, that I think Fenris knows the map, so he knows what to do with Fiona population, and he's basically doing it now. He's going heavy economy.
Yeah. And you said for Red not to free TC boom on this island, but it's actually working. Look at it. I mean, he's got more vills than the other team. He's not being touched. It's kind of Hypnos has had. I think what they've done is they put Hypnos on that island as the low reload to kind of just like for them to kind of rush in with the castle. Think of the investment of the castle. Think of the investment of those knights. Now they're not doing much.
Yeah.
And now he's gone over to that island. Now he can reboom because two of his strongest teammates are gonna. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite a good plan.
Yeah.
I think if that's what they've done.
Look at what Yellow's doing with his boats here. He's just raiding the coastline. He's even attacking that TC in the Black Sea there. He's shooting at. This is why I was saying that Europe is not that good, honestly, as a starting position, because it's very vulnerable to the water. Like Central Asia is really the spot on this map. So yeah, it's funny. Purple, yellow, red, they're all just raiding on the water. Meanwhile, red is slowly building up. But Teal has seen it, I think, and he's spinning in. His knights are running over, and he might just find Red's colony there that he's built in the eastern part of Asia. So we'll have to see.
I'm really surprised that Hypnos did survive on that island, though. Like, the fact that he still got some vills off is a miracle.
Yeah, I would say that Fenris, they're probably talking on like voice chat, and Fenris probably told him like, "Hey, come to South America. Like, that's where you got to go."
Yeah, but I think they purposely put him there in the first place because, like, it's the biggest island. Like, and maybe like they all just went like, you think Blue and Teal kind of attacked him?
Yeah.
Gray was the only one that went water, kind of, really.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. By the way, I'm seeing that Blue has dropped a bunch of docks here, so we're gonna have to see if the Cool Colors are able to rebound on the water. But honestly, I don't even think they have to. They just have to really get to 300 population on these continents, and actually, Cool Colors are now ahead in the score again. So Purple's way behind economically, and I don't think it was a good idea to have him alone there because look at him now, he's way behind. So.
Yeah, but look how ahead they are, though. They're like 50 vills ahead, each of them.
Oh,
That's like, that makes up for Hypnos having that many vills if you think about it. Albanian's still kind of behind as well.
Yeah.
Because he invested a lot.
You may be right. So Yellow has, it's possible. I think Red really needs to hold on to his force there in the eastern part of Asia, and as long as that hopefully will buy some time for Purple, and as long as the Yellow and Purple maintain control of the Americas, then they can get trade going later, and they should be fine. So yeah, Yellow is going all in there on Blue. So we see a real sea battle happening here. Yellow is microing really well, and Warm Colors are back ahead. Yeah, maybe you're right. Just the fact that Yellow is so strong, booming so strongly, and I think he's going to be the first to 300 pop, and once he does get to 300, it's going to be like they're going to be in such a commanding position there.
Yeah, they're like 70 vills ahead of some of the players. It's crazy. Like, 130 vills ahead. Like, they're going to have 200 villages in a sec.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So if you see this here, Teal has found Red's colony here, and that's what I worried about. Like, he's alone. No one can help Red here. So Red is in trouble because that is his wood income there. So hopefully he can hang on to that force there.
All these docks are about to go in the top side as well because the amount of longboats that are there is just unstoppable.
Yeah. Elite longboats almost fully upgraded. Purple is rebounding. Yep. He's up to 4 TCs. One of them's a bit close to the water there, but that's fine. So I think he should really have like an outpost there at the bottom of the continent because that's where people land a lot. It's a good place to land at the very bottom there, so for the Cool Colors to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see Yellow's chasing the Cool Colors around the world here. He's fighting them on the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean, but there's a lot of water, right? So I wouldn't put it past the Cool Colors to be able to rebound.
Well, right now, what we are seeing is a battle for the water mainly. I mean, obviously they have got army on land, but I feel like it is the water that's the most important thing right now because look, there's nobody on that left-hand side. Maybe if there was one player on that North and South America island, then it'd be a different game. But because there's no one on that island, I think that's why there's the advantage, and you'll slowly see it turn around for them. Like Hypnos, as soon as he's boom, he'll be back in the game within no time.
Yeah, look at Yellow's villager count, 211. So that's the thing. Like his economy is just absolutely solid. So he's really done a really great job of exploiting just the space, the fact that he could boom on North America. So yeah,
now he has 100 more vills than Not-Light-Cav.
Yeah,
like 100. Like it's insane.
Yeah,
like that's a huge eco difference.
Yeah, it is. But Gray is now on the water. So he is. I do expect that the Cool Colors will rebound, and Purple, he's rebounding quickly. He's got 5 TCs now, but he ain't back in business yet, so he is vulnerable down there. So if the cool colors can do a landing there in South America with some troops and villagers, they could take out purple. But I'm not sure they will realize that, but we'll just have to stay tuned and see. Okay, look at this. Yellow has cannon galleons now as well. So yeah, Teal's base in Europe is going to get completely smacked. So he's got to grow into Central Asia. I think he's doing it. He's building there in Central Asia.
He is. But...
And then Teal and Red are having a duel down there. So it's really interesting to see.
But even then, like, I don't know, there's that crazy little spot. Like, if you wiggle in, look where Yellow is now. If he wiggles around this side, look. Through there, around there, he can easily get to that TC there.
That's what I mean. Europe is just all of Europe will be destroyed.
Horrible.
Yeah, he's gonna take cannon gallons and wipe out Teal on Europe. So that's why it's good that Teal is running to Central Asia now, because he can't reach there. Cannon gallons can't shoot that far. So it's.
I was gonna say he's running into Red though. It's the only problem.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, Red needs to hang in there, and if he can put pressure there on the cool colors on the continent, and Yellow dominates on the water.
Yeah, he's gonna eat these Savar here, because look at the pathing. There's not a good pathing for the Savar.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Red has a first Treb out, and he has taken out that castle. So yeah, do you see what Blue is doing? I don't really see Blue having.
What Blue? He's trying to get back into the game. This is what I said. He invested so much early on with like the castle, all them docks, trying to get onto water as well. He's trying to do transport ships over.
Right.
So I think he's not far behind, but because he did the castle, did the tower, tried to, and then he went water as well, didn't he? I think a little bit of water.
Yeah, I think they all did. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's because of the aggression he did, he was a bit behind in eco.
Yeah, I think Red has a tough time though here. He is defending, but Teal putting a lot of pressure there with the Savar. So really impressive move from.
Oh, look, Blue just done a landing over there, and he's gonna castle. He went to castle drop Hypnos, but then he just hopped back in and decided not to. That was crazy.
Yeah. By the way,
he literally just.
What's your minute, by the way?
50 minutes 48.
Can you pause?
Yeah,
I'm a little bit behind there. So you're
53 now. 53 now.
53. Okay, I'll be there. I'll be there pretty soon. I'm just
You'll
watching.
probably see the bit where he went to drop the castle, then hop back in.
Oh yeah, I'm just seeing that. Yeah, that's right.
I was like, what? I was like, what?
That's great. So he found purple here. Oh yeah, he's going for the castle. Honestly, he should have gone for it. I think he should have gone for it.
He was, I don't think Purple's seen it, but then he decided not to, and he's come from a more passive castle.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't like this castle now. I actually like the first one.
Yeah, but if he survives, I think it's better to get one that survives.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, okay, so I'm at 53. I'll pause. 50. Okay, so I'm at 53. That's where you are as well, eh?
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
play. Just times 1, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm seeing that Blue is dropping the castle there. So by the way, this is really a good move by the cool colors. They're aware now of the South America. So I'm expecting the cool colors to do a landing there. By the way, I think Red is being pushed off of Asia, and the warm colors are behind again. So it is tough there, because Red is alone. No one's coming to help him there. He might be able to hold out here. It's really interesting to see if he can manage that. Red and Gray having a big battle there around Indonesia.
Yeah, see, this is what I was saying about Purple needing to go into galleys and stuff, because he needed to protect the water as much as he can and destroy Blue's docks and stuff. Because
I don't really agree, because I don't think he had enough resources to do that. He was really weak, right? He didn't have any resources,
true.
And he had to rebound. So I think he did the right thing. He rebounded economically, and now he's in a position to fight off this landing. So he's dropping his third castle here, and I think he should be able to push off Blue here, because basically that's all he has to do. But if he had, because remember, if you have a fleet, that's nice. If it's not on the right spot though, doesn't matter, because they can just land right next to it, So. That's my thought. That's my experience with this map. But yeah, he definitely should get ships eventually. He can't just sit here forever and just. But for the moment, he's done the right thing. So yeah, Purple is kind of in trouble though. Blue is dropping all kinds of things here. Purple is also dropping a wall, so he's walling off Panama, and that's actually to help Yellow because Yellow's got almost nothing, nothing on North America. So if the cool colors get military troops in Yellow's economy there, Yellow's gonna have a hard time. He's got no production buildings, 2 barracks, but that's about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Yellow should be focusing on the trebs with these bombards rather than the castle.
Oh yeah, right.
That's my opinion.
Maybe. I think he's doing the right thing though, because if that castle goes down, there are no more trebs coming after that. So Purple just needs to repair his castle.
Purple loses his castle though, because of it.
I think that's fine. He's got other castles. He's got 3 other castles, so.
I don't think he sees them. I don't think he saw them. Maybe, I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, Purple is in trouble though because he doesn't really have much production. I wouldn't be surprised to see that he doesn't have a lot of resources. Nope, he doesn't. He's got 900. You know what though? Yellow has mountains of resources. Oh man, 8,000 wood, 9,000 food. Maybe he should channel some of that to Purple to help Purple fight this off, because we're seeing Blue is just pumping away all these elephants now. So Purple is definitely in trouble. Yellow, I would actually say Yellow should Okay, Yellow is building the wonder. All right, he is doing it. He's building a wonder there in North America. I actually think it's in a bit of an awkward spot. It's too close to the water, so he saw it actually. He's going to build it closer in. Do you see that? He's going to build it closer into the interior.
He has to wait. I don't think it's 1 hour yet.
You're right. It's not 1 hour yet. You're right.
Yeah, the other team said, "What you doing?" I think, and he was like, "Sorry, I'll wait." He's like, "I'll wait." Oh. Now the other team know what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of gave it away. Yeah,
but I told you we'd see a wonder this game. I knew it.
Yeah, I think
Yellow was ready for a wonder.
Honestly, it's the best chance that the warm colors have. But yeah, I really wish that Yellow would build military units now and push Blue off the continent, because like if Purple, Purple is his only ally. They don't have their trade set up. And I think it was a big mistake for Purple to be in Africa, because he's so weak now. He can't push Blue off. Blue is just kind of
Yellow's lost so much navy by the looks of it.
Yeah, I mean, Yellow did the right thing with the navy, but he needs to build land now. Like he's all of his economy is on the mainland, so he has to. And you see, Purple here is now dropping all these walls and trying to hold off.
If he brings his longboats into that corner, because it's such a tight choke point, he can kill everything with the longboats.
If he does it, if he sees it, I hope he does. Oh yeah, he does. He's coming now with his fleet. If he sees it, so I see Purple is walling off, but it's a tight one. Will he finish this wall before?
But someone needs to help with fire ships. We need red fire ships or something. Because Red's got that island over there. He's got like these first to die, whatever they are. I've never seen that unit in my life.
Which one? The
First to die or whatever it is.
Oh, right. Actually don't really remember what it is. But okay, look at this. So Purple is building all kinds of walls, and now Yellow is coming south. And yeah, I mean, Purple is still alive. He still has 2 castles down there. He's continuing to be have his economy there. But yeah, they need to push Blue off the Americas. They really need to push Blue off the Americas.
Yeah, Blue's gonna lose all these elephants though, because Yellow can just keep bombard cannons and just.
Yep.
Someone else needs to help. So if the wonder goes down and Red goes back to water now and really does help, I think this is what I was talking about. This island up here, it's super good to protect with water.
Yeah, but look at this. Red has no wood anymore. So that's what I was telling you. Like, he's got no wood, and he's gonna come with all his villagers. He's coming with this huge fleet of villagers. Oh, and he built one. Theresadai. You're right. He built a couple. So Red is coming with this big fleet of villagers, and he's going to come to the Americas and help out.
If he lands in the south, he'll be in a good position. He can, because Hypnos is still kind of survived there. Because them tree lines are so small, I think Hypnos just could have walled up nice, like stone walled some of them little choke points.
Yeah, look at this though. Those longboats are going to take out all these elephants, I hope. And Yellow has started to trade with Purple. Oh, what happened?
Nice.
What just happened?
Oh, Blue's doing another landing. Oh, Blue landed in Yellow's base.
Oh, sorry, my system crashed. Actually, that's hilarious. Can you pause? Actually,
yeah.
So I'm gonna go out of this. Oh, hold on. Spectate with CA. Oh no, that's too bad.
I always spectate with the in-game one because CA always has like lag issues where it makes the game slower and faster and all sorts of stuff like that. That's why that's just my personal preference with it.
It actually crashed on me. All right, I'm back in. What minute are you?
101.45.
1:01:45. I'm actually ahead of you. I'm at 1 hour, 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Okay, I'll go to that.
Yeah, 1 hour, 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Blue's literally doing loads of stuff in yellow space.
I'm gonna end Twitch. Hopefully that reduces the bandwidth.
I'm at 2 minutes before.
So I'm 1 minute to 1 hour, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. So you had 4 seconds, eh? Okay. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right. So we're seeing purple is. Oh, blue has dropped. Oh yeah, blue has dropped.
And
yeah, but yellow has a bunch of castles there, and he's dropping the wonder. He has dropped the wonder. And red is. Say that again.
I said purple just resigned, or did he get fully killed? I don't know. No, I think he resigned.
I hope he didn't. If he did, then that's stupid.
Or did he get kicked?
He might have dropped. I really hope.
Oh, he might have crashed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad. Well, yellow is still there, and he's holding off. So purple's walls are still there, and red is now sailing with all his. He's got to keep these transports alive, though. He's sailing right past all these fire ships. You see that?
Yeah.
All right. So the wonder is about to go up. I think it's up It's up. All right, so yellow just needs to hang in up here, but
purple's not there.
Yeah, purple's not there.
I think Hypnos did crash. I really think he did crash. He wouldn't resign. He's not the type.
Yeah, he's not the one to do that. Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like the connection, some kind of issue was there. But game continues. It's red and yellow now. Need to protect this wonder to keep themselves in this tournament. And I think yellow's doing a good job of. He's destroyed all of blue's landing there. So I think he's fine. And he's got a bunch of berserks.
Oh, look at Teal's fire ships coming in. Oh my god. I've never seen so many fire ships.
I know,
this is a huge Navy battle.
Look at red though. Red has oh yeah, I see that. That's insane. Red has his villagers there in North America now. Yeah, I think yellow's gonna lose his
Oh my god. Look how many fire ships Light-Cav just brought in with teal and blue. Yeah. They just went ham.
Yeah, everything went down there. So I do think that it's gonna be really tough here for the warm colors to be able to defend, because once the cool colors take over the coastline, once they take over the coastline, then it'll be easy for them to land. They do need to land though, and yellow is strong on land, but yeah. So yeah, I see that yellow has 11,000. Oh, that's too bad. He's got like 12,000 wood. He could have maybe sent that wood to red.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Yeah, so cool colors are just apps. And that's what I was saying earlier. It's like, it doesn't really, I don't think it means much to control water because there's so much coastline, right? Like you can always rebuild it. Right. So yeah, it's more important to have the economy, and so that you can just, wherever you see the enemy, you can build there if you have enough resources. We're seeing yellow is dropping all kinds of walls, but it's gonna be tough because is one of them none of them is Huns, so I don't know why it was 500 years. Maybe it's I'm not sure. All right, well, red is there, and he's gonna try to. So blue has landed there in the north, and he's dropping a castle. Hopefully, yellow sees it. Hope he's got some trebs available.
We're doing towers.
Look at that. So red needs to drop some production buildings there. If he can drop some production buildings, he can help yellow defend. Oh no, look at that. Yeah, blue's dropping some castles, and blue is, he's still he's got elephants there in the south.
Oh, here comes the Savar from Teal as well.
Oh, they're being transported over, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Gray has dropped some villagers.
What did they? Yeah. They're like they shoot a lot of arrows by the looks of it. Those big red boats.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's built some on the Great Lakes.
I
That's
know.
great. So now he just has to. Maybe he can deny that castle.
He did.
Nice,
He denied
nice.
the castle from blue.
That's awesome. So hopefully yellow
He
can.
denied,
Go
he
ahead.
denied them all. He just sent all his fills forward with the berserks, and it's killing everything. That's actually really bad.
Okay. Okay, so Gray is gonna get that castle down though, basically in eastern Canada. Yeah, I really hope Red drops some production buildings because he's got the resources. He needs the production now, like the military units to be able to. All right, so Yellow has destroyed the landing there in the north, but Gray is dropping that castle in the far east. So here's the tricky thing. Oh yeah, look at those Savars. Hoi, what time are you at?
110.50.
Oh, okay, I'm at 110.35. Do you want to maybe pause at 111 or?
Yeah, I will. 111.
Okay.
03.
All right.
It'll be Cap Rage. It's what happens is Cap Rage is actually slightly slower than the original game
Oh,
because
I
of
see.
it's recast into another program.
Right. All right, I'm at 111, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Yeah, it's tough here because yeah, I see those Red has just lost literally all his villagers, and he really should have dropped some TCs and some production buildings because he basically can't help at all now. Like he doesn't have any production buildings at all. So Yellow's on his own basically. It's just basically 1 versus 3 now here. That's fine. I mean, it's hard to understand these things about this map before playing it, unless you've played it before. But yeah, like let's say Red had a bunch of production buildings there in like Mexico, like right south of the Wonder. He could have streamed in a bunch of military units, a bunch of infantry, because he's got the resources. But unfortunately, he lost all his vills pretty much. He's got like 1 left, and so they're just not gonna. He's not gonna be able to meaningfully help defend this Wonder, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Blue should transport some of these elephants over. He's got on the bottom side. He's got like 20 old elephants just scattered on that bottom side.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. You see how different this game is though from the last one. That's just totally wild.
It's a messy
here.
game.
Oh yeah, it's super
wild,
messy, wild and messy. But Yellow is trying to do an epic stand here. He's got all these skirmishers, and he's going to try to use his trebs to take out the production buildings that Blue is dropping. So the Cool Colors basically have to do a landing now. They have to, if they have a couple of production buildings on the Americas, then they can stream in units. But what they're doing now with making drops, it's not really going to work on the long run. Like you need to actually have production buildings there. But
for sure.
That's just my thought. So
you need what they call like a forward base.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Push
exactly.
from.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Light-Cav's doing the right job. He's got the castle to defend the barracks, but
I don't really know what Red's doing right now. Like he's just he's down to he's got no resources. Yeah, the fact that he lost all his villagers there. If Fenris had sent him like 5,000 wood, he could have dropped all these production buildings there in the south. Exactly where Blue is dropping his production there. You see Blue's production buildings going down. Yeah, Blue is doing a landing here. You see that there in Florida and Texas.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think that might be. Let's see if Yellow can cancel that. We'll see. Yeah, it's a bit of a mayhem here, but yeah, it is too bad with Oh, I think my system crashed again. I'm actually gonna. Yeah, you're right. I think I should just watch it on. I should just watch it here on the actual. Oh, it's getting super laggy. Yeah, I should just watch it on the.
Yeah, it's better to watch it on there only because it's like you can still see like certain things on here. I mean, it's not as like you've got more things, but all those other things is what makes it lag, in my opinion.
I see. So yeah, I switched over to the
I'm
actual.
at 1:15:42.
All right. I can't really see the the time anymore. I don't know where that is on this. In the
You
game
can
version.
press F. You can press F11.
F11. I see.
It should pop up, right?
Oh yeah, you got it. So yellow is taking out this blue landing, but teal has landed in the north. So yeah, he's just being hit from all sides. Let's see if yellow can withstand this, and he's taken out blue's landing. But teal has now landed, so it's a bit of a game of whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
So he needs to close that wall, and I think he's gonna make it. Yeah, he's closing this wall. Teal has a little bit of siege. Oh my god, this is going so fast. I'm gonna go on the slower setting here, the slower playback, because it's just happening too fast.
Because of this like small like type of island, there's not much room. So like yellow's just, as soon as they're building them, yellow's just running in with all the berserks.
You're right. Yeah. The funny thing is though, like, so he's doing an amazing job of just like whacking every single landing. But unfortunately, he's on his own. Like, imagine if he had an ally there with a bunch of military.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be they could have won this game potentially if there was Hypnos and Red, because I think Red should have landed with Hypnos on the bottom island and then built back up into the South America as a whole team.
Yeah. But yeah, if Red had dropped a bunch of military buildings, I guess I'm just repeating myself, but if he had dropped a bunch of military buildings, he could have been streaming in units now. And I mean, yellow has so many resources, I think, still lots of food, and actually I can't really see his resources anymore. I know he had a lot of wood, but yeah, so he eliminated blue's landing, so that's awesome. But gray and teal have now landed, so he's gonna have to see if he can just overwhelm gray. But yeah, gray and teal are just coming in heavy, and look at the timer, there's still over 250 years. So
I know
yellow heroic stand, but unfortunately, like purple having to rebuild.
Yellow did a really good job.
Yeah, it's that's tough. The thing, Australia, it's interesting, but I don't recommend it as like your starting point, because so what happened there, where he ran out of wood and then he was alone in Asia. If they had all gone for the Americas, all on the same continent, kind of like the other team did, I think it would
I wish they would have done that. Yeah, could have been a different game.
But that's okay. Who knows? Yellow has he knows what he's doing. So he's gonna fight to the bitter end here, I think, and he's got like a critical mass of
Berserk,
fully upgraded berserks and
heavy score.
Yeah, I think that's a good move, because you can like take out from the distance, and he might just take out all these condottierios. He's got them in a choke. So I'm on slower playback, just because it was just skipping too many frames.
Okay.
I'm at a minute 1 hour and 22 and 22 seconds. So I don't know, where are you at? You must be ahead of me now.
121.
Oh, I'm actually slightly ahead of you.
Okay.
I'll pause at 1 hour and 23 minutes if you want.
Okay. I'll skip up. I'll fast forward.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, gray, and I think that the main thing is they've done the main thing, which is that they've made a landing. Eventually they're gonna wear him down. And
are you still playing? Yeah.
I'm gonna pause it in just a second at 1 hour.
You don't need to. I can fast forward up to the right time.
All right, I'm at 1 hour and 23 minutes.
Okay.
And I've paused there exactly 1 hour and 23 minutes.
Oh, I'm a bit ahead of there.
Okay.
I'm at 123. I'll just pause until you're optimized a bit.
I'm not sure where you are now. What's your time?
123.51.
Okay. You're a bit ahead of me, but
I'll just let you finish commentating anyway.
Yeah, I feel like the game's gonna end here any moment, so might as well just see what's happening instead of playing with the time. But yeah, it's so I see gray and teal are just bashing their way through, and I'm really curious to see how far down the timer will go before they finally destroy the wonder. Yellow's doing his heroic last stand here, and red's basically AFK. Ray's AFK. Oh, they called it?
Yeah, GG at 124.34.
Oh, I see. Oh, dang. Yeah. Yeah, I think the fact that the cool colors are, I'm seeing the GGs now. Yeah, I think the fact that the warm colors were spread out across the globe, I think that's what sank them here. Because yeah, if they had been in one place, they could have concentrated their resources. But yeah, purple had to rebuild completely, which he did a pretty good job of it. But yeah, he was just barely too weak to hold off blue's landing. Like, imagine if purple had been a little bit stronger there, you could have pushed blue off the continent, and then
I've never thought about this, but what happens if you like fully walled the whole island? Like, could you even do a landing if you walled the whole island?
you can you can do a landing. You know how? You win the water, and then you just blast holes with your cannon galleons. And then once you've blasted enough, what you have to do is control the water in a certain spot, and then just completely level the coastline. And then once you've leveled the coastline, the other side will still have an army, but it'll be out of range. Then you need to drop castles right away. He's going to attack. You use your fleet to defend your landing. It can be really intense. Like, yellow, I think he had the right concepts there. Like, he's basically like nipping the landings in the bud. But to have won this game, they would have needed to have trade there in the Pacific. Like, imagine if South America and North America, they were trading on the water. Yellow actually started it. He built a couple of trade cogs, and if they controlled South and North America, and all three players, or at least two of them were there, they could have maybe held out. But yeah, yellow did what he could, but unfortunately, the map is just so wonky that it's just.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the end of it now, right?
Well, I'm gonna actually ask them. I know it's a bit funny to ask it now. I'm gonna ask them if they want to do best out of 5 just for kicks. Just because
I was gonna say I actually have to shoot now because it's.
Oh, you have to run? Okay.
Yeah, but thanks for inviting me onto the stream and stuff, and I'll look forward to if you ever want to do another one in the future.
Sounds great.
But, I enjoyed watching the games, and I'll probably finish up watching them. If they do a best, I hope they do a best of 5 because I do want to watch, like, see if they can maybe pull it back, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, man.
I'll let you shoot anyway, man.
All right.
See you later.
Thanks for joining, and yeah, see you later.
Okay, man.
When you were ahead almost 100 workers, like your team was ahead, like there was a point where Hypnos had gotten away to South America. You were controlling a lot of the coastline, Fenris, and then Fish was having a showdown with John in Southeast Asia. At that point, there was a point where you were well ahead in economy.
Yeah. Just joining now. Just to say, like, I feel like the fact that the warm colors were spread out across the globe, it really played against Team Rupinfish because if you had been 2 people on the Americas, it would have really helped in the late game there to defend. But
I was just mentioning it, like the fact that you were spread out. There was a point in the game where I'll just say it again, like where Hypnos had gotten away to South America, Fenris was controlling a lot of the coastline, and Fish was having this battle with John in Southeast Asia. There was a point where Rupinfish was ahead by like 90 workers, and you were like well ahead in terms of economy, and you were controlling their coastline. Like at that point, you had the advantage. It really looked like it, and and it really just seemed like I mean I don't know what you think. Like like Hypnos wasn't really able to get back into it. I don't know if his reboom was not as quick as it could have been, or what the situation.
Well, it was cut short again because he was hit pretty soon after getting to South America.
Right.
From blue, I think it was like a castle and.
Yep, he came over and started massing elite battle elephants, and he could never get the Mamluk mass.
A couple thoughts on that. By the way, I'm just asking the other team to join the chat here. Hopefully, they will come.
I'll say it's way too difficult to be on this small island and micro transferring villas and then microing the water battles and microing everything. So it's just you have to go main island. You're so screwed.
Yeah,
so screwed if you don't.
I was gonna say like the moment I saw you going for Australia, I was like, oh, I don't know if that's the best move because there isn't as much wood there. I really thought that one of you would go to South America because then you'd have 2 people on the Americas and the fact that you guys were spread out, The fact that you're spread out was a bit. I mean, you did the best you could based on that spread, and the way that you guys dominated the water for a while was really good. But there's so much coastline on this map that like even if you win the water, it doesn't really mean that much because there's so much coastline that you can always rebuild. So it's really the having the economy down. It's like the most important thing. But honestly, I thought really good job there. Like, I mean, you guys really fought.
Yeah, I mean, both teams like really like good things to say because like Rupinfish, like you guys, even though Hypnos got pushed completely out of his starting base and even got pushed off of his like attempted reboom in West Africa, you still managed to get to a point where you were 100 villagers ahead, 100 workers ahead in economy. And the other team, Not-Light-Cav, like from that position and having like basically being at a disadvantage in terms of economy, like coming back and figuring out a way to win from there.
Yeah.
I did want to just mention one funny thing, which is that nobody started in Asia.
Yeah, that's actually one of the best spots
Asia
on
was
this map.
wide open.
Yeah, it's usually one of the best spots because it's such a big continent. All you have to do is wall off Sinai, and then you have like that whole continent. But yeah, I realized, guys, this map it's a bit of like unknown. So honestly, guys, really respect for playing hard on this map. I know it was a hard one. I love the stuff that you guys did, and yeah, congrats to Not-Light-Cav for hanging in on the main continent there and then coming back on the water and such. So yeah, big congratulations. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any thoughts there from team Not-Light-Cav? Go ahead.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an interesting landing there in Amazon. Yeah, good job. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's lots of. Yeah, I gotta say, I just love the landscapes, all the animals. It's just fun from like just watching it. Yeah.
The yellow guy was killing me every constant. God damn, bro, give me a break.
Yeah.
God damn, I'm there, he's there. I don't have water, he has water. I'm building, he's destroying. God damn.
Yeah, I hats off to Yellow there. Just amazing defense. He knew what he was gonna do, like the way that he was defending, and stopping the landings. And
Albanian, I have to say, Hypnos probably felt the same way about you. Like everywhere he goes, just now it's elephants. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think Fish might have been able to push back John if he had wood steel halb instead of the elfin archer.
Yeah.
Because the Safari get bonus damage against them. So even though he had a really big boom,
When I too late, I did very too late.
yeah, I noticed you were out of wood, so it's like, and he had zoned you in with castle, so that you really had no option at that point.
Not-Light-Cav did a good job of rating your fish.
At what point? What point?
Like tutelage, starting tutelage.
No, in
Castle. You did a good job in Castle. In Feudal, not the best, but you played well.
I'm
but I was also microing against purples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I think like much later actually, when Fish, you were fighting against John in Southeast Asia, and then Not-Light-Cav came and wiped out a lot of your fishing boats that were providing your food. That was like because that I don't know like if that's true, but it looked like that swung the fight in favor of John in Southeast Asia because you couldn't remass your helps.
No, I think I just need to add version.
Yeah.
He was loading food, but another thing that could have saved y'all was
okay.
Yellow.
The problem was that I'm on like my own island and all my res is running out. So I just need to go to the island.
Yeah, I saw that Fish, and I was wondering if you were gonna land in South America there at some point to kind of get your wood from there because there's all the Amazon there, and build up a trade line with Yellow in the North South America kind of thing. But amazing, I saw those transports go across the map of the world, and I was like, all right, I hope they make it because there's all these like enemy ships everywhere.
I had nothing left. We're already dead at that point.
One thing I would have said, and this is of course just talking from a observing here from a I wasn't in the game and everything, but I saw Yellow had a lot of wood. You had like 11,000 wood, and if you had sent some of that to Fish, he could have built a bunch of production buildings there in North America.
I mean, I asked if I could help with resources.
Oh yeah,
but,
okay.
By the time he asked, but at that point I didn't need Riz.
Oh, I see.
When he
Because
asked.
just having like the production buildings there, like you could have maybe sent some new like massed a bunch of infantry.
It wasn't that. I don't think it was that. I mean, when I had like the whole base, I don't think it was that.
Well, what happened is that the
I have-
Savars killed all your villagers, and then you couldn't help anymore. So it was like no production buildings. Like you can't really help in North America without the production buildings. But yeah. Anyway, it's tough to think of everything. It was really fast moving and everything. But that's just my.
It was a cool
It was
game,
also
'cause-
like any ideas you had about like coordination
Yeah.
took like 40 chess because you had to like combine, and we were so separated. And then by the time we tried to make a plan, then it was something else had changed, and yeah, it was tough.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, I know it's a kind of a crazy map, so really impressed by what you
Yeah,
guys
I
did
liked
with it. Hey, just curious, is anyone I don't know, if I don't know, I know Hypnos left, but would you be interested in turning it into a best of 5, or are you guys kind of like
Well,
No,
Hypnos
I think
left.
that's it for me. That's it for
Oh,
me.
okay, fair enough.
It was
Okay.
GG's. I
All
think
right.
they played better. I think.
Yeah,
He played well.
Yeah, well done, everyone. All right, guys, so that's it. Congratulations for making it to the end and surviving that absolutely bonkers map. So just really appreciate you guys coming and playing and stuff, and hope it was fun. I hope it wasn't like annoying.
I mean, I prefer the Earth map over the other map, but I know that's not popular opinion.
Nah, bro, this one. God damn. I was lost. I was asking Letke for everything. Like, what do you want me to do? He's like, do something. I don't know. Water dead. Land, I cannot fight on land because who am I fighting? Myself? And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
love
guys
that chaos though? Yeah, GG.
did you guys like notice where you were? Like, oh man, I'm in Europe. I need to get over there or whatever. I saw you wall off Sinai. I don't know who that was. Was it Gray? Somebody walled off Sinai, and then Hypnos walled off Panama. So you did that. That was a good move, I thought.
Yeah, we had a look at the map, and so our plan was like whoever spawns in like Greenland goes to Europe and Asia, and whoever spawns in like Antarctica goes to like Northern Africa because there's all the hunt, and you can.
Oh man, that's smart.
Basically, and we picked Vietnamese. That was Albanian side of Vietnamese, so we can figure out where everyone is.
Yeah.
Vietnamese was a really smart pick.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, we
The only
noticed that.
Thing I did all game.
That explains things actually.
Yeah, we noticed that you picked Vietnamese, and we're like, oh man, that's smart on Nomad map like this.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
And we did see how you guys
The
were
only
all.
problem with
yeah.
our the only problem with our civ picks is we don't have like a strong water unit. Like Vikings have longboats and Teresa dive for Dravidians, but us three we don't get any. So there's like not really a good counter to Vikings longboats in Catholic, so we just decided to give up on water, and also he made a mistake by going into the Mediterranean Sea, and then I just killed all his.
Yeah,
like,
I
60,
saw that.
70
But honestly, I was
longboats.
kind of happy about that because any trade on water, because I invested so much in water that like just knowing that you were still building navy was honestly I was okay with that. But I wanted to get something done with the cannon galleons because I didn't want to just own the sea. I wanted to also like get some eco damage done. But yeah, in the end, it was kind of rough getting trapped in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, just I thought it was really. We noticed that the three cool colors were all spawned really close to each other there, and I thought that was a really good move because like if you can just dominate on one continent, then that's already a big deal. But yeah, those Viking ships though, oh my god, there's everywhere, just Black Sea and the North and the Pacific and the Indian Ocean. It was really really fun to watch. But yeah. At some point, though, I knew that you'd have to build land because to control South America or to hold off there, you'd have to have some land. But yeah, Fenris, you did. I mean, oh my God, you just like the way you were just fight holding off back there, and the way.
I mean, I knew the moment that I dropped the wonder and it was too early.
Yeah.
I knew that was the end.
Yeah, we saw that and we're like, oh no, now you gave it away.
The
What
game
you
plan
gonna do?
had been spoiled, and yeah, you knew exactly what was gonna happen in exactly 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I love the way.
Yeah. We were surprised that they didn't drop their own wonder just to try to get it down earlier.
Yeah, that's
I mean, we thought like there's no point in dropping our wonder if we can't kill their wonder.
Well, if you get yours down first,
unless you finish it first, yeah.
Yeah, but he's on North America by himself, so I'd assume he's going like full villagers on.
Yeah,
but you never know. Maybe
you're gonna get it up.
But maybe you get it up like a split second earlier, and then it's just GG, right?
Yeah, it happens a lot when we play this map that like one person will drop a wonder, and then you'll see an immediate counter wonder, and the counter wonder like finishes like 1 year before the other one. It's like it can be a little bit crazy when that happens, but
and it's just like instant GG right there.
Not necessarily, but it's like it's
no, I mean like in my position.
Oh, right.
Position, it would have been instant GG. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I love the way Purple built those walls there in Panama. He was trying to even though he was being destroyed, he tried to help out. Unfortunately, we didn't know if he was dropped or something. But then Red Fish, you in Australia, you came up with all your villages. I was so happy to see that. I'm like, oh man, he understands. He's doing that. He's coming up.
That exodus of like 8 ships full of villagers, I loved it.
Yeah, that was just so crazy. And I was worried that they'd be destroyed by fire ships on the way or something, but you managed to land, so that was great. And then pretty crazy. Anyway, yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys just doing all these best of threes. It's fun to watch, and hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So I think that wraps up the battle over the continents, and we have a winner, the team Not-Light-Cav, who actually built a lot of Light-Cav in the first game. So you kind of deception there, throwing the opponents off their guard. So there you go.
Well, great work, both teams. Like this has been really fun to watch and really entertaining. So thanks for putting on these really great games.
Yeah, thanks for the show.
And thanks for hosting.
Yeah, thanks to you guys.
We'll play. Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And yeah, let's stay in touch, and we can have more games in the future. About it doesn't have to be on Earth map or whatever, but hope we can have more games. And then otherwise, yeah, big thanks for hanging in there, and just the entertainment was great.
Yeah. All right. GG,
folks. Cheers.
Everybody. Thanks for hosting.
Cheers.
Cheers.